Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mensah Alkebu-Lan. I am um, probably not in my lane. This is really not my lane that I'm in usually. And today I'm much more comfortable talking about machine learning and artificial intelligence, or whatever the latest tech was that I've gotten the privilege of getting my hands dirty with. But I am a human being, and being is the case, there are some things that come along with that. And that one thing being, emotions and feelings. So I probably should have spoken days before, but just like you all were going through some things, I was going through some things, I was working through some things as well. So that's why I felt like the feelings and emotions have gotten to a place where sometimes you do feel like you need to express, and that, that time, I believe, is now. So here we are. I think we all know why we're here. I like to say before anything else that my deepest and most heartfelt condolences go out to the family of George Floyd, and he has now become a global phenomenon without question. And I say that with zero exaggeration. And I know it is difficult, and I hope that our Creator has mercy on his soul, and mercy for you all, his family, and his mourning process, and mercy on everyone, including the community of Minneapolis, as they go through their mourning process, and really the rest of the world, to be perfectly honest, that are familiar with the story. And the story has traveled pretty far. So with that being said, I guess let's get down to business. My heart is with the my brothers and sisters who are in your neighborhoods protesting. And so I just want to say to you all that not everyone out there with you may not be out there with you for the same reasons that you are. So just be careful of that. Some other things, 'cause I know some of you, this is kind of your first protest. Tear gas is a mother, and we are in the midst of a global pandemic, so it. Well, you may not know what tear gas makes you do, but I'll say that they call it tear gas for a reason. And how the COVID-19 is spread. So I'd be very careful in that regard. And nothing wrong with putting on more than one mask. I see a lot of you are wearing your mask, which is pretty commendable that so many of you are wearing your mask, and it's not that much effort, to be honest. But sometimes you may want to put on two. But yeah, tear gas is the mother. When you see the tear gas, you may want to find another place to demonstrate and protest. Because at the end of the day, the police and some officers, precincts, have been doing a very good job. Their job is to allow you to be heard, peacefully, and to protect you, to be honest. Because there's some people that may not want you to be out there, so they may want to do something to you. So part of their responsibility is to protect you. And some precincts have actually done a very good job of doing that. Some have not. And I won't point any fingers at who. You all know what I'm referring to. Which brings me to my next point. Rubber bullets. They are rubber, but they can cause physical damage to you. Now, in terms of your body, you may be okay. But if you're hit with a rubber bullet above the neck, that could be pretty hurtful. You could lose your eyesight or something else. So if you see rubber bullets being used, then yeah, it's time to pack up and go. So if you're mindful of those two things, then I think in terms of dealing with the law enforcement, I think you'll be okay. Now, I know people hate curfews. I know some states are enforcing them. They're not a bad idea. I'd try to be home before 7 or 8 if I were you. And some of you may have witnessed some of the destruction that happens at night. And this is why I'm saying this, whether they're enforcing a curfew where you are or not. I'm not sure where these people are coming from, to be honest. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but these people are serious. They look like they're trained. They come with sledgehammers. They have incendiary devices for, they have things that they can quickly make Molotov cocktails and things like that. I mean, it's someone should really look into it. But until they do, I think, when I'd be back home before the sun came down for that reason. So I think I've taken up enough of your time. But again, the main thing I wanted to say is be heard, but be careful. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. Be heard, but be careful. Emphasis on the heard, being heard part. We're seeing a lot of promising things. We've seen promising things from our athletes, our coaches, some of our public officials, which is very encouraging. But every individual contribution, and I love the fact that some of you have, volunteered to clean up after all this mess that has been caused. A good deal of it may have been caused by out-of-towners, which does make it, a little frustrating. But that's good that you all volunteered nonetheless. But again, be heard, but be careful. And I acknowledge that what we've done, and I'm speaking as an adult, I acknowledge that what we've done up to this point has not been enough. And we're going to have to do more in the future, and not the distant future, but the near future. So I look forward to engaging with you all and seeing, what can be done, what contributions can be made as individuals and as a collective here in the United States and worldwide. But yeah, I think I've taken up enough of you all's time. I'll let y'all get back to what you're doing. Have an amazing day, and as always, peace.